Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. This is Divine Sunshine coming in with your, let's see what's the heart of the matter for this weekend with you guys. So let's see, just real quick, for the Divine Feminine, and your energies are, put it up here. Hold on a second, I started with the wrong deck. I messed that being over here, but that's okay. That's why I don't have too much on here. And put you in the box. All right, clear. For the Divine Feminine energies. Ooh. Okay, so for the Divine Feminine energies, they said this weekend we have finances, career on the mind. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Right now you're busy really trying to grow your mission. This is what I'm picking up, and really seeing how things getting grounded and rooted in that idea, in your emotions as well. Because right now you're observing some things. You're really using your intuition and your awareness to get out of a situation, or looking at things as far as in your finances, in your career. You want this brand new start, and you feel like you're actually sitting on it, but you know it's going to take a little bit of cunningness to be able to do this. That means, again, your smarts and your wits about what's happening on earth as in heaven. And you got to sit there and really observe some things. You really feel like you want to play things by the book as far as with your finances. Maybe you might have been a little reckless before. And this time you know about how you were in the past. You were acting kind of like a clown. But then like you really, clowning around about this idea about finances in your career. And this time you're like, you know what, I got to really shield and become very guarded in what I'm doing. And you feel like even in the future you're going to have to use that as well. So now what you're doing is that you're taking the initiatives to make some strategies, to do some steps, as though you don't know really what's your next step to take. But at the same time, you know you're using these things as a resource, as a reference as to what to do. You want to come to the edge about something, about your career as well. You want to come to the edge because, again, something about your finances being more abundance. Finances also come in form of your money. Being able to understand how you'll be able to utilize money, which is a form of tangible way of love, as well as how you're free-flowing with that. How are you being abundance and letting love flow through your money as a tangible object? Also understanding you really want to emotionally be able to have this freedom of dance and movement when it comes to this career. And maybe right now the career that you're in is not allowing you to do that. You're moving into the energies of wanting to handle your romantic feelings, which it says your feelings are, I gotta read it my way. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. You're in this, the heart of the matter is that, oh Jesus, all this stuff, I can see it on the flow. I don't want to be used to it. Someone I seen, she was like, it means when it falls on the floor, that means it's really divinely it. Excuse me one second, I've got to move you so I can go down and get it. Ooh, this is a lot. Okay. All right then. So romantic feelings, why? Because you want to have, you look like to me you're ready to kind of think outside of the box. Really understanding that you want to be able to have this freedom. You're really ready in some ways. You've been masking your emotions about this, and you want to be flexible about it. But in order for you to be flexible, guess what? You got to come outside of the box. I'm going to share on that. I'll probably do that on tomorrow or sometime soon. The next episode thing that I put on here sometime soon with Benita of a Wave of a Beautiful Warrior. She talks about how we got to throw the rules out the window because those rules put us in a box. which does not enable us to be able to have that freedom, and it's also blocking us from union, you know. And I've said that before, whatever brings you bliss, follow it. If you feel like talking to your divine counterpart, and she said the same thing, and I've said that as well, you know, do it. Don't worry about somebody say, well, he in this situation, or I don't feel like it because he done made me mad, and then before you know it, you pissed. They upset because they can't talk to you because you pissed and you done put that wall up, and so that causes that kind of strife and no movement and that stagnation. And you know, you got to learn how to be, again, just like this cat, like they say, they're known for, if you throw them anywhere, they're going to land regardless. And that's because they got a bit of flexibility. So you know, even in this situation you are with your divine counterpart, this way it makes you kind of feel like you're thrown up in the air, and you got to say, no matter what, I'm going to be able to stand. This to be, again, is like standing again. This is where you have to be strong in your reserve, where you are. Cleaning up the atmosphere, what things are going on with you, kicking out the dust around you to be able to really stand in your power. You want this new life emotionally here to honor your emotions. Put yourself on a pedestal and break out of your own shell when it comes to romantic feelings, because again, you want to regenerate something that you feel has died, almost like a phoenix, and you want to, beyond the ashes, come out with something new. When it comes to giving your romantic feelings a chance, is because the higher power has now come and kind of beckon you to say it's something that's needed, that we need to do. You also, in your thinking, and I'm getting 3D here, in your thinking, you want to kind of release and be able to receive this idea. Also in the 3D with your divine masculine, you want to also receive, or you want to release the hurt and things about this, and then you also want to receive the energy of the divine masculine in the 3D. You know that at this point why you want to do this, because you feel in some ways that it might be something that you can discover about yourself by giving the connection a chance. Okay, so this is why you are being directed by spirit, that it's time for you to do that, because it's like, do it, take your time, move slow, understand, but in the process there's a treasure chest of hopes and wishes and dreams and loves that can be able to gain from this, because this here is your spiritual change. There's a change spiritually to gain your freedom to get there. And so the winds of change, your direction that you are, is now you're being directed by spirit to change your direction. Because when you don't give your relationship a chance, you create that fork in the road. So now you're having this fork in the road issues, divine feminine energies, which is, again, you tired of the monkey business. And the monkey business is not with the divine masculine. You tired of the monkey business with yourself. Okay, and trying to get from point A to point B is kind of hard. And again, you want to be able to gain some more wisdom and some more understanding about this, because you know you got to get this relationship a chance. Because why? You know within yourself that there's unfinished business, and that's why they want you to be able to get into your romantic feelings, because your feelings are real and worth exploring. When you don't honor your feelings, you are really denying a part of yourself, and part of that is your feminine self. So again, like I said, if you are inclined to do something or to reach out or whatever way it is with the connection with your divine counterpart, and you feel that it's safe to do so, then you can go on ahead and ask for spirit to back you up in doing that action, because it's going to lead you into your bliss or your happiness with your person. It says, the next card, that's funny I said that, it says stay optimistic, because divine feminine, you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer to the world. You have a lot to offer because you have even your eyes on the prize, and you're in the process of ascending. You're gaining more knowledge. So positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's what I said. So let's look and see what's the next thing that's going on here. Next is be optimistic, because you need to be a loyal heart. Not a loyal heart to, just like I said about that 30-day challenge. That's what you are creating, a loyal heart there. So again, being able to focus on your person, be able to create that new beginning, opening up doors that you're not able to see. How you going to be? Stay optimistic is another way of saying stay in that high vibe at all times, because you need to bring, how you going to be able to do that? The spirit is saying use imagination. Use your visualization to see that, to be able to stay aligned with your intuition and your awareness, so you could be able to send, because they got stairs here as well. You got, this person got a hood on, and most time when you got a hood on, that's be deception. So something about you is being deceptive about where you are and this connection that you always have, also have. To also remember that you got to stay optimistic, because there are some great things, some great opportunities that are being presented to you as far as milk and honey. You nostalgic, and you really trying to stand in that optimism. Helps you to think about things of the past. That's funny. My mom said my dad, she dreamed about him, and he was telling her some things in the dream, was saying about, she was trying to, they was back in my childhood home, and she was putting some of the appliances that we have now in there. My dad kept on saying, nope, we don't have no dishwasher. Nope, I don't like eggs. He liked eggs towards the end. He didn't like eggs then. And so he was trying to tell her, and she said, I got it now. It's telling me he wants me to think about the good times. I think about the good times. So thinking about the good times, helping them to understand about the milk, how you're being able to be nurtured. This new beginning, even then it's starting from the past. And that honey, how things were so sweet, how things were so smooth, and how now you have something to put on the table. And as far as union, because again, by you being able to stay optimistic, you are able to now see not for you. You're putting things on there as far as you making moves to help you know about what things are good for you, what things are not for you. And staying in optimism is like really taking a conscious effort, divine feminine. They want you to know about really having that discernment. No, I'm not going to concentrate on things, the bad things. I'm going to concentrate on keeping myself on the good things. And if I can't think about good things, what the DM is doing or the DF is doing, my counterpart, then I'm just going to concentrate on me. Okay? That's one of doing it. Let's look at the divine masculine energies. The divine masculine energies. Okay? We ain't want to get in here. Okay, thank you. I'm like, I ain't got time for this. Okay, the heart of the matter for the divine masculine. Woo, whoa, 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 whoa. This is, oh my God. Just, whoa. Okay, we're going to take this one card at a time. All right then. So right now what we have on the mind for the divine masculine is separation. Interesting. I'm going to put it this way, and I'm going to stack them this way. So, okay, so we got separation here. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So this divine masculine, again, we know the divine masculine has been staying here in this whatever situation is out of honor. Because you see a person, anytime you see a man like this, like the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. So some kind of way he had pledges allegiance to this situation with this person. But you can see also whatever partnership that he is in right now, it seems like, again, I think about like in the Bible, say pick up your bed and walk. This person has gotten to the point that they have not wanting to pick up their bed and walk in here. They're lying in it. They're using manipulation. They're using their so-called vulnerability. These drama queens, because this is being over dramatic. Like, please, like, won't you stay? I can't move. Things of that nature, and it's playing on the divine masculine's energies of saying, well, I stay here. I'm stay here out of honor. But again, we got divine intervention here. They're on his side and they're talking to him. Listen here, your time is gone. It's fleeting. It's time to, like they say, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow. As we lay, hey, hey, we forgot about the cost. But instead we got lost in a second, in a minute, in the hour, hey, hey, as we lay. So here, as we lay. But again, it is time for us, the morning is morning. Sunlight, Morning, dawn. It's a day, a new day is a dawning, and it's coming through there. Can you explain to me about that? Woo, I know, okay. In the hour, as we lay. Yeah, y'all forgot about the cause because y'all got lost in the second is in a minute. But see, that time is up here. So it's time coming up. Because right now the divine masculine is getting pushed from that colorless, not being divine. And that's what I'm saying about that. I didn't bring the shadows cards up here either there. No. It's being moved from that energies into a brighter world. This to me is more being divine and seeing things clearly. I can see clearly now the day is done. All right then, so all obstacles disappear. So now he's going to be able to breathe because he knows that through this separation, this has been a very heavy burden. There has been a round and round. This has been cycles. It's time for ending the cycles because, again, there's been a round and around energies going on by being in this situation. He is now gaining confidence in his emotions, now learning how to honor it and feeling like it's time to take flight and wanting to be free. He also has been pondering and thinking about how he's going to be able to ascend. He's been doing a lot of daydreaming about the divine feminine too as well. There has been some deception that is going on here right now. This person, whomever he is dealing with, has been wearing a mask here as well in his emotions. So I'm going to split here. This is several layers of an interpretation here. In his emotions, he has been wearing a mask, but divine, his spiritual team and guides have been talking to him and kind of getting through to his emotions, while his divine masculine energies within himself has been really kind of entertaining this situation here, like really being in shock. To me, it's like his emotions is telling his thinking, you know, this is kind of not like right. I know what's going on. We need to change things. And this is kind of is, if you split himself in half, his divine feminine energies within himself has really been kind of telling him that, you know, the gig is up. This is what it's saying right here. So now someone is wearing a fake mask, self-mask in this relationship, knowing that it's time to make some changes because, again, he is now, this is divine intervention card here. Time is up. I told you, I felt that. I didn't even pull the card here. Time is actually up here, and it's time for him to release some things so he can be ascend to the next level. Okay, next card is he knows that the next thing he needs to do is express his love, but he knows that it's a great go ahead and make the romantic gesture. When in his thinking, there is a stoppage for the divine masculine. He really is feeling like, I don't know if I can freely express myself to the divine feminine energies. However, the divine feminine energies within himself is willing. Another thing about the divine masculine, he's stopping himself from expressing his love is because he's scared about what the divine feminine is going to be thinking. So again, he's got to learn how to be flexible. He's got the heart, the chakra is actually moving. He wants this new beginning of manifesting and connecting with others because his divine feminine is at the center of it. But he knows he's got to really get his hands on communicating this new beginning and letting his mind think and grow new things. And he might even find himself bending over backwards, his usual way of doing things. Then he say, ooh, now that's overstretching it. But he also understands that right now he's got the answer as to why he needs to do this, because he's got a new platform in which he is actually standing on at this time. It's like a native. He had been foreign to it, but now he's become a regular native in understanding this enlightenment and his spirituality as well. He knows also the heart of the matter is that he's got to keep an open mind about things, because he said your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's interesting. Now slipped and said social. To me, that lets me know that Spirit is letting me know that it's a social reasoning or explanation as to why the divine masculine is not willing before in the past to keep an open mind. But now he is being pushed to be able to do that. because I'm looking at his body language here. It's like a person when they don't want to listen to something, they kind of lean back. But this to me, it looks like, okay, I'm intrigued now. Now I'm ready to focus and listen to what you have to say. To me, the divine feminine energies too on the 3D level, it looks like she's more comfortable with the skin that she's in. She's more at peace because I see a dove right here. She's also, like, to me, this is used most time when I see an adult and a child together. This lets me know that this person has some childhood wounds. She's smiling and she's laughing, she's listening. So to me, she's made peace with herself, and also the inner child to me is also going along with this. So this is what's going on now, that he should be reasons why the divine masculine should keep an open mind, because this divine feminine has now been doing the work as far as working with this. You can also say the divine feminine within the divine masculine now has been doing the work. It feels at peace about this. This divine masculine feels at peace because the inner child within him emotionally is on board with looking and listening to what now the divine masculine is thinking about doing. It's like, you know what, I'm thinking about maybe I should go on ahead and give my divine feminine a chance now. And now within him, because a lot of times we've been saying, I've seen other readers say the divine masculine has been wounded, childhood issues, might have been abused, abandoned, rejection, all that stuff. And it looked like to me this inner child here is at a healthy place. Why? Because now he understands in order for him to have this open mind, he's got to be a co-creator of this. This means it can't just leave the divine feminine out there in 3D saying, I want this union. Now he feels like I need to jump on board instead of letting Jesus take the wheel and let her just be co-pilot to it. This let both of us be co-pilot to this, and while Jesus or Source is taking the wheel to our connection. So you can be able to have, so now he's moving into energies. Now he's going to have stamina to really run this race. He's become more wiser. He's looking at how at the beginning how he had acted and how that was really fossilizing based again upon old ideologies and concepts that really no longer suit him. That again, he had based his foundation among old beliefs as well, and so that's not going to work. Okay, and he's coming to that understanding. And so now he's moving to the energy. It's like, you know what, I think getting to know each other, that's what I want to really actually do. He wants to do that because, again, in the past, I'm looking at this, he had been guarded with this thing, very kind of on the defensive. He's now moving to the energies of wanting to put it down. His heart was kind of checked out because he was battling with so many things. I think about Twin Flame All-Star saying, stop saying about the divine masculine. Had some old warrior heart that through times the divine masculine has experienced that, because when you go on the battlefield, you leave your heart on the battlefield, it's checked out, and that's it. Okay, I can leave that out there, but he has been battling things, whether it's his personal experiences, the job, wherever it is. This still shows a sign of somebody been battling here. There's been a war, there's been a soldier for that. Like this, so I'm a soldier of love, do every day in my life. Like Sade say, you've been a soldier of love for yourself, even if that's it. So now, the divine feminine energies within him, it's been acting like it's open, but at the same time, he had this childhood wounding, this childhood energies here, his being the play and being defensive as well. It's like, nah, we can't be open to this. Well, why we can't be open? I don't want to get to know them. Why? Because they remind me of my mother. Bump that. I ain't got no time to learn nobody else. Because if they're going to act like my mom, we can just forget it, because she remind me of my mom. So that would stop the divine masculine for making that next extra step there as well. Let's get a clarifier on that one. Okay, so what's getting to know? What is that about? Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to know you, getting to know you like me. All right, here we go. So next thing, okay, got another divine truth, because it fell on the floor here. So he getting to know each other. If he takes time to know the divine feminine within himself and know the divine feminine outside, this is going to give him a leg up on situation. Here's another mother and child again. This is going to give him a leg up on that childhood wounding too. Like, well, maybe she ain't that bad. Now she don't remind me of my mama. My mama's my mama, and my divine feminine is my divine feminine. They ain't nothing alike. I cannot paint all women with the same broad stroke or same crayon red for everybody. And when, you know, my divine feminine needs to be pink, like love or something like that. So that's the issue, because again, it leaves him out in the cold. So when he started thinking about, I'm going to shut off everybody. You shut off everybody, you shut your heart off. And that's not a very good thing here. So now let's look and see, since we're talking about what's the heart of the matter. So what is Source want us to be able to go with the flow? I'm going to use my mermaids, which is like water. Think about that. My dad always told me to go with the flow. That was advice that he told me towards the end. And so I'm going to use this to help me to know what is Source telling the divine feminine. What's the advice you want them as far as going with the flow with this heart of the matter here? So what's going on? Heart of the matter. What's the heart of the matter? It did come out and I got to talking. For the divine feminine. Thank you. They want you, for divine feminines, they say in order for you to go with the flow, with some advice that they tell you, Source says they want you to practice discernment, to know, especially with this finances and this career, understanding how you can be able to express your romantic feelings and staying optimistic. Make sure that you practice discernment. Also, they're saying that you got to go with the flow in making your decisions. Hey, you might think it's one way with this finances or your career, how you want to end up. Be open and receptive that it might come a different way. When it comes to your romantic feelings, accept how your partner, the opposite sex or whatever you're dealing with, is showing up for you. You got to make to just go with the decisions with that, and whichever the way the decisions flow that needs to go for that moment. That's why they say you need to practice discernment and especially staying optimistic. Again, you need to make a concern. Now with that, you got to flow into making sure that you're making a concrete decision that you're going to stay optimistic. That don't have options to it. These other two you can, but that one you got to discern what's good for you. And then you got to break free. So you might have to find ways to break free from this career that maybe you don't feel like you feeling it, or these finances that you got free, these financial burdens that you have. You also got to break free about your romantic feelings. Just experience and just go with the flow of whichever way your partner does. Because again, I'm seeing here like 8, which is to reach harmony, and to be having a harmony and balance and infinity, which is have that easy flow of energy between you and your partner as well. You got to stop feeling like you being suctioned, or you know, they kind of like grabbing you. This look like this octopus is about to kind of just grab her and just be entangled by this. And this is why they're saying you got to break free from these ideas about this. Well, last time when I did the romantic feelings with it didn't work, or last time I was working did optimistic, or something bad happened, and so you know, I just feel better if I'm just a realist. You got to watch that, okay? For the divine masculine, what is you saying? For the divine masculine, okay, I see. For the divine masculine, what are these two appeal to me? Divine masculine, they're saying right now at this point, don't be afraid to get you some support. To me, when I see 3, I think about trinity. So they can be able to have your spirit, soul, and body in a line. And don't be afraid to also ask for help from, like I say, spirit, other people, trustworthy people that you can, because you want them to be able to help to give you a leg up on that, and really help you to really get in touch with keeping an open mind, getting to know your partner, wanting to, helping you to express your love, deal with that deception that you're dealing with, and help you with that separation. You might have to find some kind of legal support as well to be able to do that as well. And then they want you to love. Just go with the flow of love. Like really, when you talk about this separation, go after really what's your love. Where is your love taking you? And I say, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? So when you got deception, let the deception about that. If you already have been told, or your divine feminine energies are working with you and telling you wearing the mask about that, you know, really try to get, not really try, but get rid of those masks, how you're masking your emotions, and really truly go with the flow of where love is taking you. Especially say express your love, keeping an open mind. You know, where is it really that you find your bliss? Who is it that you find your bliss? What person, place, or thing do you truly find your bliss in? And that's where your love is. And then also getting to know each other. Because once you get to know your partner better and know yourself, you'll be able to get a leg up. But then also you'll be able to freely let this love flow between you and your person. All right, then, that is it. That is all. That is your divine heart of divine matters of the heart weekend check-in, so you can see. So use that this weekend so you can be able to keep yourself in the flow and in the know about what things that could help you into union. All right, then, don't forget about getting my thank God. Thank you so very much for you all getting my divine love letters, and thank you so very much for getting your union time frame readings too. They are really people are really taking to that and buying them as well. So make sure you pay attention to the commercials that come after this about what great products we're giving here at Divineunisouls11.co. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, Namago. Love you.